I'm just setting up a poll here, guys. There's a nice pole there in the corner. Hang on, we're going to make a coffee in a minute. Hey, Daniel, good to see you, bud. Sit on your bed, mate. Must be coffee time, guys, I think. Has to be. Oh, mate. Oh, God. Coffee. Who wants coffee? We're going to have a coffee. It's time for coffee. We'll get just a bit of a chat going. I might do a bit of a work on the stream. We might end up down the garage. I don't know. We'll do that. We're doing the morning 2-3 hour. It'll be something, right? It'll be something. How's everybody going today? Some people are all in here. What's good in your world, Daniel? Daniel, you always say, I always see you everywhere, Daniel. You say hello. And you say hello. And you know, how are you? I don't hear much from you. Hopefully you're doing all right, bro. You can chat more. We can. Would love to know more about you. Would love to hear more from you, bud. You're always turning up for everyone. I do appreciate it. Very good, mate. All right. Coffee. I need a coffee. Hope things are all well at your end, my friend. No votes on the poll yet. We'll see if we get any. It's not meant to be too serious. It's a bit playful, you know. But it's just a good question for the day. I need coffee. I need more coffee. Not conscious yet. We're good. It's getting a bit colder, man. It's getting cold. Winter in New Zealand, I'm getting cold, man. I'm not about it. I'm not a penguin. Okay, well, all I'd say on that, mate, is it's not really the vibe of my channel. If you want to have a good conversation, that's what I do here. We try actually, you know, work on our lives, but you know, you're probably just some troll kid or something, so I'm not really gonna. I don't do that. I just do real streaming. I don't do an act or anything, guys. I don't do like I do the odd accent and stuff. I am myself, but I'm just myself on here. I'm not like a persona or anything. I'm not here to like play silly games or something. I'm here to help people with self-improvement, man. So that's what I do. Anybody who's, you know, just wants things to be a bit better in their life, we all work together. We all help each other and have the right mindset and support each other. You know, that's it. Good vibes only, man. Good vibes only, my friend. We're just making a coffee. Hello, my bro. Hello. How are you? Check that name in a second there. Hang on, I won't burn myself. That's not a good look on stream. Yavis, how are you? Yavis. What am I making? Oh, just a coffee at the moment, mate. Just a little Nescafe latte sachet, mate. Get the day going, get my brain firing. Bit of a slower morning this morning, but it's all good. I've been out up to the shops, got some grocery and stuff, and yeah, just buzzing along. Later in the stream, I might do a bit of a workout. We'll be down in the garage. I'll be on for like the next 3 hours, guys. We're just getting started now. So I always start off with a coffee, catch up with everyone. And... Hey, Keep, how are you, dude? What's up? What is good, people? Yeah, the big project at the moment is building a new floor in the garage with everything in there. So that's kind of going on. Usually I'm building cars and stuff on here, motorbikes, do chats about self-improvement, bit of everything, right? The sweater is cool. Can you show it? Yeah, it's I got this for like $5 from a secondhand. So there we go. It's the Pikachu race number hoodie. Pikachu Racing. There we go. Yeah. So it was a good little score, keeping me warm in winter. Can I be your best friend forever? Probably not. I mean, we can help you out here, mate. But you'll find, if you have a best friend, it's good to have them around you. It's good to have them around you. Go do real world things together. You want to live in the real world, my friend. G'day, Shagger. G'day, mate. That's a bit warm. I need a bit more milk in that one. Hey, Nick, how are you? We're just getting started for the day, guys. Hit that like button for me, please. I would appreciate it. We'll try hit 100 likes today. We got to like 75 likes yesterday. If we can get to 100, I'll be very grateful. Doesn't cost you nothing. Show me some love. Bro, you look like an MMA fighter. Maybe someday if I really focused, be the greatest UFC fighter of all time, Conor McGregor, the mad Irishman. While everybody's laughing in my face. I could be a UFC fighter. It could work out. You never know. Conor McGregor, the greatest Irishman. Yes. We're just getting going for the day, guys. Keep a positive vibe here. Try help people. Stay motivated. Chase their dreams. I'm just me. Gave you a like. I'm out of here. Have a good day, legend. Thanks, mate. Hope to see you again. Subs have been going up. We just hit 1,500 subs the other day, so apparently that's really good for how long I've been live streaming. So I do appreciate it, guys. I do appreciate the love. Can I help you shoot webs? I think you'd have to be bitten by a radioactive spider, to be honest. I think there's a bit more to becoming Spider-Man than that. I think you haven't considered the responsibilities of becoming Spider-Man. Right? Like, it's all well and good to have the super suit and like the image, right? But you do actually have to go fight like all kinds of like lizard creatures and stuff. So it's not a responsibility I'd want, right? Like, so this is what you need to understand with everything in life, is if you want something, that's fine, but you got to understand the responsibility you're taking on with that. Like, yeah, you can want to become Spider-Man and shoot webs, but you see what I mean, man? You're going to have to fight the demons that come with that. Just saying. Is your RV home down by the river? No, I'm on a bit of land. I'm building my own garage and cabin and stuff here, man. Bit of a homestead. So it's me. Where am I from? I'm from New Zealand, my friend. New Zealand. If you can point it out on a map, I'll be impressed. Next to Australia. Off to the side. Separate country. No kangaroos, no koalas, no crikey, no shrimp on a barbie, none of that. No. It's little old New Zealand. What's up, your ears? I explain about masters in New Zealand. Do you mean like qualification? Honestly, bro, my best advice to anybody, if you got these kind of questions in life of like about degrees, education, where you want to head in life, and you're wondering how you go about a process, the best thing you can do these days is open up the Google app on your phone. Not just the search bar. You open up the Google app and tap AI mode and ask it these questions. If I want to get a master's degree in New Zealand, I'm here. Here's my current situation. Just be honest. Here's where I'm at. Here's where I want to be at. And say, what do you suggest I do? It will start saying like, what kind of process you'd go through, what documents you'd have to fill, what your options are, right? So that's going to be a much better option than anything I can give. So, this is where AI chat is useful. You don't want to just talk to it about like, remember my groceries or something and make me a better grocery list. I don't know. You want to be asking it the real questions of like to build your life, right? Use it as a tool. What's it like to live by the sea like a wizard? I'm not a wizard. Not a wizard, Harry. No, not a wizard. No, I'm just a regular man from New Zealand, mate. Trying to help people build the lives they want. That's what I do here. We got some votes on the poll. What do we got? 13 votes. I'm gonna have to turn my brightness up a bit. It's a bit dark here for me. Hang on. Puppy, can you get out of my kitchen? Yeah, I'll be with you soon. Yeah, tell about getting permanent resident. Again, bro, honestly, like these kind of questions, you just take straight to AI on Google, bro. It's going to be a much better answer for you. than anything I can cover. Obviously, I haven't immigrated to New Zealand, being born here, so I don't know about these things, man. What kind of groceries you purchase? Oh, mostly steak and eggs, mate. Steak and eggs. I haven't eaten vegetables for about 20 years. So yeah, mostly steak and eggs. I'm 39 years old. I'm nearly 40. I'm getting old. How do I use a hammer and nail? I can't figure it out. Well, in your case, you'd put the nail here, you put the hammer here, and you go. Or put it up there. Give it a little tap. Don't do that. It's satire. It's a joke. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Do I live in a small van? Yeah, I'm in a caravan at the moment while I build my own house. So yeah, that's a lesson on sacrifice in life, right? Sometimes you got to go through a sucky time to enable something better to happen, right? So my options were that I keep renting and paying somebody else's mortgage, or I lease some land, stay in a caravan, build a 6-car garage, and build a cabin here that I take with me when I go. So it's allowed me to, I can build cars here, I can have a life with my partner here, and eventually I'll move off this land and I can take everything with me to my own land, right? I'll just buy it cash. So I don't have to have a mortgage, I don't have to be paying rent for years. So, it's a 3-year sacrifice on a caravan to then be in a cabin, build cars for the next 5-10 years. Buy my own land cash, move everything, get water tanks and everything here, move it all with me. Set for life, man. Set for life. So that's the plan. That's the best plan I could come up with for me anyway. Not for everybody, of course. But we all have our own way, right? Yeah, Ryan could be, bro. Can be, bro. So yeah, that's why I say, hey man, it doesn't matter their age. If I tell them, yeah, go to the AI and ask it, you'll be all right. Yeah, Mandy, how are you, mate? All right, mate. That's enough. Okay, stop it. Good to see you, Nolan. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, we're just getting started today, guys. If you're just joining us, I'm getting going. I'm getting a coffee in me, and we'll just see where it goes. Chat. Might end up down in the garage doing some work later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Don't tell your wife, stop it. Well, my wife isn't here right now, but my dog is. My dog is licking his paws excessively, so I was correcting him. It's called training your dog. Holding this one-handed is really hard. Okie dokie, man. Most people can use phones one-handed, Nolan, so yeah, it would explain why you have to do it yourself. You can definitely see why that remains as your job. Seems about right. Just starting the day, had an early morning walk. Beautiful, mate. Why can't the dog lick its own paws? Well, when he does it excessively for over an hour at a time, when he doesn't need to, and he's got anxiety. You see, what happens on stream is my dogs get anxious depending on my tone, because dogs read off your vibe, right? So my energy in stream here, answering to these trolls and everything, has to be correct, or my dogs start to pick up if I'm getting a bit annoyed, and they'll start whining, they'll start anxiously licking their paws and things, because they're reading off my energy, right? That's the reality of a dog. So, like, I when I'm not streaming, my dogs just chill and do nothing. The moment I'm talking with you guys, they start getting anxious, and they're like, who are you talking to, right? So it confuses the dogs a wee bit when I'm streaming. Because they're like, Mum's not here, he's standing here, he's talking to someone, and he's getting animated, like they're like, what's going on, they can't see the threat. So the dogs get anxiety. Hence they start licking their paws and things, and I have to go reassure them and go, oh, stop licking, no, you're all right, everything's fine, right? You learn a lot having dogs. In the stream, I'm bored. Well, hey mate, instead of typing, you can just swipe one finger. But you trolls, you can't help yourselves, can you? You got nothing better to do in your life than come in my chat and try and ruin what I'm trying to create. That's trying to help people. You just have to come ruin that and talk rubbish. Wow, man. I'm so glad you're here on Earth with us. You say you're going to be such a blessing to humanity. Thank you so much for your service, man. Thank you for all you do for other people. Not only do you have your own misery, you're going to come and try and drag everybody else down to your level rather than fix yourself, because that would be too hard, right? Yeah. It sounds about right, doesn't it, guys? Yeah. I'm just getting my work boots on for the day, right? Because, that's what we do on my channel, guys. We do actual work. So if we can just all get along, I would prefer it. it's not hard to be. It's not hard to just be nice to another human. You know that? You ever thought about that? There's enough. Is there not enough evil in the world? Everybody's so mad at the evil people who run the world, and I can't afford a house, and life's so hard, and all these blah blah blah, and all these bullies, and right. But then you'll go on a live stream and do it to somebody, right? The very thing that you hate being done to you, you'll come on here and I put my life on the internet. I'm just here to help people with depression and stuff, right? Because 3 years ago I was right here trying to end my life, right? And I've learned a lot since then, and I've been really working at my life, and I've come a long way, right? And all I want to do is help other people so they don't feel like that. And then I have to deal with all you idiots coming in and telling me this, and then I'm on here for 4 hours and I get off stream and, you know, I'm one sub for 4 hours a day of trying to help people, you know. It does wear a bit thin. I'm just saying. I try to keep a positive channel, guys, but it does wear a bit thin. Who am I talking to? I'm talking in general, mate. I'm just talking in general, the kind of stuff that's been going on. Not just you, Oliver, mate. It's not directed just at you or anything, bro. It's just an in general comment. We've got a few people in here. And it's just every day the same people come back. It's like, just leave my channel, man. Just go. You obviously don't get the message of the channel, which is to focus on your life, improve your life, make good use of your time, so you can actually have the life you want rather than being a miserable whatever. So, you know, if you're going to come in and try to destroy it for the people here, just leave, man. Just go be miserable somewhere else. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I tried. You know, just like up energy, guys. Up energy. Good energy. Yeah, well, can I ask a question? You sure can, man. You sure can. Hopefully it's a genuine question that's actually about pertinent to the channel, right? That's actually somebody needing help. I'd love to talk about it, man. Your subs, thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate it. Just gone over 1,500 subs a couple of days ago, and we'll have members and super chats and all that in like 3 or 4 days, guys. I've just almost hit the hours for all that. So yeah, the channel's been growing, and I do appreciate the support. You're going about this all wrong. If that's the case, I'll change the channel name. Explain what your channel is about. I do that pretty often, dude. Congrats on the game subs. Appreciate Christmas. Appreciate, man. It's definitely it's a lot more work than just you know, turning on a live stream camera, right, to do this and do the shorts and do the editing and learn more about YouTube and, you know, finding my place on here, right? I'm just new to it, so it's just all, you know, figure it out, right? My only thing here is really just to be myself. I don't want to ever put on I'm never going to switch up and put on a character or put on an act or put on a persona or do a show, because I want to actually help people. And I think what's valuable is being genuine and real. I think that's what people are lacking. That's what people are sick of. Fake friends in their life and all this fake bullshit. It's a very fake world, right? And we get, for the people that are sick of that, this is a place we can hang out and, yeah. Well, Nolan, there's always a way out of things, right? It's only ourselves that can pull ourselves out of a situation, right? It's like nobody is going to come and build my house for me here. I'm in a caravan, right? I don't like being in a caravan that much, guys. It's not a highlight of my life, right? Dog, bed, puppy, bed. So I'm in here with my missus and 2 doggies. In here with my missus and my 2 dogs, right? This is my TV, latest technology in Kazakhstan, latest, just selling this week. And we have latest gaming console, PlayStation 2. Ooh la la. Modern technologies. Right, so we got all that going on, right? You stay here, puppies. And yeah, I'm just trying to build me life out in the country here, mate. Escape your own city. Yeah. Yeah, don't know. No, full disclosure, bro. I don't spin any bullshit on here. It's not really my own place, right? So it's land I don't own, but I've got used to it for about 10 years. 5 to 10 years. We'll see what happens. But what's happening? What happened was the recession hit right after the lockdowns. What happened was I had storage garages for cars and stuff, and right. and I was looking to make like a car restoration business, and then the economy started to go, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to build a business like that. Then I was in a situation where I was essentially going to have all these buildings of cars and parts and nowhere to go. So what I had to do was lease some land, put up a garage. It's all steel frame, so I can take it down later. So I've put up a garage, 6-car garage, got a caravan here, and then we got a cabin I'm building. Like, I don't know how to do any of this, bro. This is what the channel's about, is you're going to create it, right? You're going to figure it out. I, built myself a deck and, just building it day by day. I do it all on live stream, guys, so I stream all building all of this, But, it's all chaos at the moment. The fuck is this bullshit? This is me building my life from the ground up rather than be homeless, bro. To inspire other people. If it's not for you, that's cool, man. You can move on. You can swipe on. I do a bit of everything here, bro. But it's not really a good way to ask the question of what's it about when I'm telling you. You people are a bit dense these days, aren't you? Some of you. So yeah. Anyway, we'll focus on the good people, guys. I don't do trolls here, guys. I'm just making that clear. I'm here to help people chase what they want in life when they believe they can't have it. They look at the world and go, well, how am I ever going to buy a house? How am I even going to do any of this stuff? How can I escape? Like, I don't want to work 9 to 5 in some shit job forever. Well, what do I do? That's what we're here to talk about and help each other with. Other options, man. But that's for some people. It's not for everyone. Like, nobody is for everyone, man. Nobody is for everyone on the internet. Like, I understand there's going to be a lot of people coming here who are not my audience, and that's fine. Like, how many subscribers does Mr. Beast have? Like 100 million or something? There's 6 billion people on Earth on the internet, right? The biggest live streamers on here have maybe 500,000 subscribers, maybe 1 million. It's 1 million people out of 6 billion who have the internet, bro. I'm sure I can find my own audience on YouTube. My thing is I'm just going to be genuine, real, and myself, because I don't want to offer something fake on YouTube. I don't want to offer bullshit. I don't want to offer brain rot. I don't want to make content that is not worth people's time. I refuse to make a single cent that way, of exploiting the system that has distracted everybody. That's why I do what I do, because it made me depressed as hell and put me in a big hole in life, and I'm digging my way out, and it's going to take me another 3-5 years to dig my way out here and get to where I want to be. But that's alright, because you never give up. Okay. Oh yeah. I definitely love them. As I say, I'm not upset. I'm not bothered in the slightest by it. I'm just making it clear. I want to make it really clear to people what this channel's about and why I do it. That's more to anybody who's coming in here and like, well, what does this guy do? And it's like, well, I'm trying to get people to focus on their own lives again, rather than doom scroll, rather than look at what everybody else is doing and look at politics and what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz. It's like, what's happening in your own life? How can the world is fucked? How are you going to make your situation better? Or are you just going to live like this forever? Oh, maybe next year you'll find a way, right? You'll figure it out, right? It's like, at what point does something change? At what point do you do something? So that's all I ask people here, is like 10 minutes a day of their time when I'm working to take on an extra job that like they can't be asked doing. Like, and there's people, not everybody's in that state, obviously, right? There's people who are having bad days and shit. They feel overwhelmed. They're overthinking. The same trap I was in. And it's for people like me, ADHD, autism, depression, anxiety, all that, right? This channel is to help those people. And it's just what I'm finding is working to keep me on track and trying to share that information. That's all it is. And just documenting my journey of it, right? Because what value would I have if I come on YouTube and I've already succeeded at everything in life? What value do I have if I come on YouTube and like, hey guys, here's my house I built myself, here's my garage, you can make it too. Where is there any value in that, of showing you the end game? So I'm on here on YouTube now, showing my hoarding, showing my flaws, showing all my failures, showing and explaining what got me there, so younger people don't make the same mistakes. Because I don't want anybody to end up how I did. That's the channel, guys. Subscribe if you want to. I ain't perfect. I'm just a normal ass dude, just like everybody else. I'm not on here acting a character. I'm not on here playing silly games. That's not for everyone. Most people on YouTube are children looking for entertainment. I get it. The algorithm feeds me who it feeds me. I don't know. Look, I'm outside, puppy. Come on. Give me a noodle. What are you doing? You got something for me to play with? Shrink that pole down. What we got here out here? What are we doing? Where are we going? Who's going to be there? Going through that right now. Hurt my knee a couple of months ago. Has stopped running around lifting. I keep catching myself saying I'll start tomorrow on Monday. Lock in, bro. Yeah, bro, for sure. For sure. The only thing I'd say on that, bro, is don't be so hard on yourself about it. Don't put such an expectation on it. Don't be like, I've failed so much, I need to catch up. Just take it easy. Just do the first day, do 10% of what you'd normally do. The next day try 20% and just try and ease back into it, you know. You can't just like throw yourself at it all at once, you know. That would be my suggestion, man. Everything requires patience, everything takes time. Things always take time to achieve. Is that for me? Wait on. A bit of clay, eh? For me? You want it? You're looking good with your fluffy golden winter coat, dog. It's getting a bit colder, eh? Oh, you've wrecked it now. What did you do that for? Dog's beautiful, thanks, mate. Yeah, we've been building a ZX, but yeah, I put one outside. I'll show you that one. Been building this one, man. But yeah, the gearbox I put in, I used the gearbox I had around, and it ended up being no good, so we pulled the engine back out of it. Just so we can get the gear on these with the auto box. The best way to pull the gearbox out is to take the engine out, right? So that's how that goes. Pulled the engine out of it, and I just got sick of the garage floor. It was a very temporary floor. I could only build one car in there, and I need to be able to build a lot more cars. We're coming into winter. I need to get my old Hilux into the garage. So that's going to be the next thing we're really going to, as soon as the floor's done, things are cleared up, I'm going to bring the old 85 Hilux inside, get the cab off it so we can start rust repairing that. Then, like, once that's off and we start getting it, once it's inside, I'm not too worried. Then we'll probably get that grey Z back together, get a new box in it. Got to pull the gearbox out of my Land Cruiser. There's a lot to do, man. Get 10 of those. Not the red one. The grey one needs to be finished first, and then we'll put that one to market. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, it's all, you know, it'll take, we'll be building cars on here the next 3-4 years, bro. Just general garage stuff, right? I mean, it's got nothing to do with working on cars in a garage, really. It's to do with building whatever it is you're trying to build, like moving forward each day, right? So you can apply that to your life however you wish, right? It's just the car stuff is what I do, right? You mad at me, Mark? That's why I come back. Thank you, Ray Blue. I appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Nice trees here. This guy's an amazing streamer. Oh, thank you, mate. Hopefully YouTube blesses me in future with that one. But it already is, right? It already is. We're at 1,500 subs. I mean, I've got to think about it in the way of, imagine if I'm standing in a car park and I have 1,500 people standing around me that I want, you know, they've subscribed, they want to hear what I have to say, they like what I have to say in some way, or what I do on here, right? It's very easy to detach from that as like a streamer. People are like, oh, I've only got 3 people watching me right now. It's like, well, if I was standing here chatting with 3 people in front of me, that's good. We're all, you know, having a conversation, right? We've lost so much of ourselves with social media, haven't we? Ah, dear. Let me get a better shot of that. Well, I might do. Yeah. Nice spot for a coffee. Cheers. Good morning, folks. How are we? Not good as it takes even longer. So you don't actually know who Oliver Tree is? Yes, I know who Oliver Tree is. The music artist, yeah, but on the big scooter and stuff. Yeah, he's highly entertaining. His videos are messed up, man. Yeah, I was into Oliver Tree for a little while there. Oliver Troll, yeah, you're Rez, yeah. Rez always says he's not a troll, but he's pretty trolly. 1,500 over 4 subs, I think. Oh, I'll have to make that 5 for you, Ray. I'll make sure I check your channel. Do you do any content, Ray? Do any content, mate? Alrighty, what are you doing? Dog. Is there a motor already in the Grey 300? There was, Cheerio. I already built the motor. Like, I've driven that car, I don't know, maybe 4 or 6 weeks ago. I had it running on stream and that. It's just the gearbox isn't, the automatic gearbox won't take second gear. It's just slipping second gear like crazy, so we pulled it all apart again, but that's all right. But yeah, the motor's already done, new timing belt, all new seals and all that. But basically we'll finish this, we'll pull the cab off the old Hilux, we'll finish the Grey ZX, and then we'll be building another ZX. So I'm going to pull a motor out of a parts car, we're going to strip it all down, you know, put the motor together on an engine stand, put it in the car, you know, get the whole car built, and you know, I just sort of document what I'm doing on here, right? It's not really like a mechanic channel. It's a build whatever you're trying to build in life channel, right? So the idea is I'm live in the garage, and you guys can talk to me about stuff. But the idea is you guys are working on your projects and stuff on the other end, right? Rather than watching bullcrap on YouTube, you're hanging out with me, and we're working on stuff that's actually going to get our lives to a better place, right? Whatever that is for you. So for some people, that's, you know, just clean your room because it's a, you know, nicer environment around you, you know. You can't think clearly in like a messy room. Like, you can't have a good self-worth and self-image if you've got dishes aren't done, and I haven't even done my washing, and you know everything's a mess. Like, that's day one, right? As an example. Famous YouTuber. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yeah, I definitely like Oliver Tree's music in the right mental state. Yeah, I'll need to listen to some Oliver Tree later. Actually, I'm feeling that way. Obviously, I can't play it on here. Serious question, 50cc scooter, replace all electronics, new CDI, new coil, new plug and wires, new starter, still no spark. Check the kill switch. Check the kill switch is working, and check for a side stand switch that might be faulty. Even a clutch switch, just anything that disables it from. I mean, the starter, it just depends. The starter might still work with the kill switch off, right? Like most starter buttons work with the kill switch off on a bike. So yeah, it might be a kill switch fault, man. Got no signal somewhere. It could also be the stator on the motor is not outputting signals. But I'd be looking at cut off methods, bro. So a side stand switch that, like, the side stand switch might have moved and not be clicking in, so it thinks the side stand's always down, so it won't let you start it. 50cc, I'm guessing it might be a scooter with an automatic drive or something, bro. So just depends what it is. Kind of off grid. Hey, my bro, out here finishing a chicken coop today. Used to be the baby goat's house, but now they got bigger houses. So as Reaper was saying, what's one task you're going to finish today? G'day, mate. I don't know if we'll finish anything as such, but we have been in the garage, keeping busy. I'm just going to put this dog weight. Heidi, yeah. Uppy. Uppy. Come here, bed. Good girl, bed. I've got to go down the garage, and there's half the walls missing, so you can't go that way. You subscribed to me before. I know you subscribed to me before I cut my hair, but I do. You got to understand your Rez, right? As a creator, right, and as a moderator, we can see every comment you've ever put in the chat. Like, all it takes is tap on someone's name, and like, we can see every single message you've ever typed in the chat. We can see how many times you've been timed out. You know, so just bear that in mind, that we can see everything, right? You get a bit cheeky sometimes, Rez. I've seen you troll. I caught you out trolling in a channel the other day, Rez, and I've seen you trolling in about 4 others that are friends channels where you didn't know I was there. I'm around. I'm around, my friend. the garage is getting a bit. So here's the workshop at the moment. Right, here's the workshop. There's where we put in the workbench, and now I've had to pull out everything under the red car. Right. So now from behind the red car, all the new workshop floor I've built. This is where the race chassis originally was. There's a race chassis now. Motorbikes are all crammed in there. So we've built a whole new floor on here in like 2 weeks, right? We've got a whole heap of new floor and timber and stuff. Right. At some point we're going to get that. We might work on this later in the stream. I don't know. We'll see how we go. But this back corner had all the collapsed shelves and everything in it. All the stuff up the back. So I've pulled all that out. Pulled all that out. Could be a loose ground. It was raining fine. Suddenly died going down the road. It's definitely not got spark. Like do you just think this bike doesn't have spark, or have you put the spark plug up by the head and you definitely have no spark? Because it could be a fuel problem. Like, that would be my question. But yeah, we got all this cleared out. So the next mission is we got to build the next section of floor down here. Then we're going to shelve the entire wall. Then all of this stuff, we're going to have a big throw out because heaps of it's old shit. We're going to stack up all the bins. I might not even build shelves here for now. We might just stack up piles of bins just so we can get all this shit out of the way. We're building a floor under this car because the garage got put up in a big hurry, right? My life was going to hell. This garage got put up in like 3 days, man. I built it over the top of this car, so there was no floor, right? So for 2 years, I've had a back floor here that's done. I've had a temporary floor here. But in the last couple of weeks, we've rebuilt the whole floor. Hence, there's shit everywhere, right? Because all this was shelving and storage, and right. So everything everywhere is pulled out. So that's what's going on. Confirmed no spark. Yeah, I'd just ohm test with a multimeter, bro. Just ohm test the ground on it. Make sure the CDI is grounding properly. Make sure it isn't shorting out somewhere. I'm killing it. And make sure the kill switch wire isn't earthing out somewhere it shouldn't. Sometimes I can do that. But yeah, we're getting there. So we've cleared out all this now. I got taken down all the shelves. Anybody who's following the build knows what I'm talking about. If you're new here, you're probably a bit confused. But there's the new garage floor there. So we've done the entire 6-car garage all the way around until here. So we got this much left to do. And then we can build all new shelves because the old shelves and stuff were no good, right? So we're building under this car. We've got to build a floor under it because the garage was built with no floor over the top of this car. So the car's been jacked up on some wheels. Right. We're going to build a floor under it and we're going to roll it out of here. That is the plan, Lieutenant Dan. Right. But for the moment, we're going to get this concreted in. We're going to get another beam. We're going to get all of this done. And some wood on it. Then I can put all these bins on it and move all this stuff. You see the plan? That is the plan. Stator, yeah. Straight wire the kill switch from a CDI to a toggle. Is it a new CDI you've got? Maybe the CDI itself is no bloody good. I would also wonder if maybe the ignition is cutting it somewhere as well. But yeah, you've gone straight past the kill switch. No spark still. New spark plug, new CDI. Bypass the kill. Have you done a new coil? I'll scroll up, bro. Did you do a new coil on that? Or to recheck the information, sorry. New coil, new plug, and wires, new stator, still no spark. Yeah, earth. Yeah, earth of some kind. It's really weird. I would say that the coil's not earthing, possibly. I mean, they're pretty basically. Let's see if we go. Where's my scooter? Where is my scooter? This is my old pit lane scooter. We lowered it and everything. Sat here for frickin' ages. I should get it running at some point. My old pit lane scooter from motorbike racing. So we lowered the back of it. We took the suspension out of it. So I mean, they're pretty simple, bro. It's only a coil. There's so little to this stuff. It's a lead, a coil, a couple of wires. As long as it's earthing, you know, and there's the CDI there. So, I mean, it's very simple as long as things are, you know, I think the kill switch on this from memory is a wire that we earth out. We earth out the kill switch wire, right? You got to understand that a kill switch works by joining the wires together, not taking them apart, right? It earths out the motor. So there's a wire here somewhere, that one. So this thing, when it's running, when I want to kill the motor, we actually tap the wire, the kill wire, we tap it on the earth. And that's what kills it. That's what stops it sparking, as if this wire is earthed out. So that's how kill switches work, is by taking that wire and putting it to earth is going to cut your spark, right? Does that make sense? So you actually want the kill switch wire, you don't want it joined and connected back to earth as a bypass, you want it just run open. If you want to kill the motor, put it to earth. Does that make sense? Oh, my poor cabin. We will get it done. At least I got it all wrapped up, we're good. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense for you, dude. Yeah, bad grounds will make you go on a wild goose chase, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, they're very simple loom, but yeah, just your kill switch on, just make sure you haven't joined it to earth, or you'll have no spark for sure. Yeah, I've got to get out of here. As you can see, it's a bit of a mud bog down here for the winter to continue building. Alright, what were we doing? Just talking about whatever. Sorry, I probably missed a fair bit of chat, guys. I'll catch up in a moment. I'll have a sit down and a powwow. Let's go have a nice sit under the tree. How about a nice sit under the tree? Alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, isn't that a nice, beautiful day? Bit of screen glare. Where are them swamp puppies? Need to jump start it. Oh, no, we're just talking about somebody else's, somebody's got a 50cc that won't start, bro. So we're just talking vehicles at the moment. Yeah, as Animal Drive said, all electronic parts are brand new, but they sometimes do send faulty ones. Yeah, so you can't rule that out just because things are new. But oh, shush, puppy. Mark, how are you, mate? Hope you're well, my friend. We're just having a chat at the moment. I was going to probably do some garage stuff, but sometimes I end up doing a workout. I don't know, we just see where the conversation goes a lot of the time. Scavenged a free bit of carpet for the caravan. Only a little, somebody did some new carpet. Went, you want that? I went, oh yeah, that'll do. Mat for the floor. Hey, shush you. No, you've already been out. That's enough. Oh, did your mother feed you guys this morning or not? Oh, you blimmin' messied up my pillows again, dog. Now, you stay off, mate. Hang on, guys, let's make sure we're dog-proof the bed here. No. What time is it? I'm guessing your mother didn't feed you then. Am I being scammed? Yeah, for me, man, it would be that I would have thought that you've probably just make sure the kill switch wire is not to ground, because that's what will shut it off. That would be the main thing I could think of that could that stop it having spark, right? So if you're going to manually bypass the kill switch, just unplug it. Would be the usual. Yeah, most welcome, bro. Yeah, you'll have to. The best way with grounds will be ohm test it. So you're going to ohm test between, say, the engine head and the chassis of the vehicle, or where the wiring loom goes to earth. Just check from the engine head to that, and ohm test it, and you should be getting a 0 resistance, or very, very low. It shouldn't be. It should be, it shouldn't be struggling for it. Few rusty grounds. Yeah, I've had that. A few mates like Ford Falcons and stuff. Their headlights were really dim, and like the car ran fine. They're like, my headlights are like candles, and it's just down behind the headlight. The earth for the front wiring loom is just rusted up. You sand it off. A lot of people, when they do that, they'll sand up the ringlet on the end of the wiring loom, but they won't sand under the bolt. So under the bolt's still all rusty in that, and then you're only relying on the thread, tiny bit of contact in the middle, right? Or you're relying on sanding the painted area in the engine bay. So what I'll always do is I'll sand both sides of the washer, of the ringlet, on the wiring loom, and then I'm going to clean under that bolt as well and get that clean. So the top underside of the bolt is making good contact with that ringlet, and then it's carrying through the thread, right? Heidi, shush. Yeah, but yeah, rusty, bad earths on cars will cause more problems than you can possibly imagine. It's just as important as the positives. Shush, shush. See the problems negativity can get you? Heidi, enough. Play onto it again, 400th times the charm. Yeah, man, just have a go at it. Don't try not to get annoyed at it, man. It's just one, you'll learn. You'll find out why. Hey, come here. Or stop whining at me. No, you're not whining at me for food. No. I don't know if your mother fed you. Look, by the way you're both staring at me, I'm not sure. Hey, stop whining, please. Sorry, guys. It's enough, puppy. Enough. Move away. No, go lie down. Stop staring at me and whining at me. That's enough. Enough. Don't be rude. You, go lie down as well. No, go lie down. You. Hey. You lie down. You stop whining. Thank you. Very good. Good puppies. Turn this light off. There we go. Sit in the darkness. Power probe is very useful for electrical problems. Yep, they most definitely are, I would agree. I always lose mine or drop them. This thing's had me ready to pour gas on it. Yeah, I would definitely agree with you, man. Like, I've had to overcome that with cars and bikes and stuff. When it is pissing you off, just walk away, bro. Like, you've got to... There's a big thing of self-improvement is catching yourself before it goes too far. So there's getting frustrated with stuff and getting annoyed, and man, I'm sick of this thing. But the moment you start muttering it, like, oh, this fucking piece of, right? Like, I'll stop, bro. I'll take 5 minutes, right? There's nothing to be gained in that state. You can't make good long-term decisions. You can't think clearly in general in a heightened emotional state. So say you work on a vehicle, it's like, this piece of crap won't work. Oh, that's when you're going to leave a spanner under the bonnet. You're going to do something stupid because you're not thinking, right? If you can stay in that calmer state and just be like, okay, well, this isn't going how I want right now, and I can feel myself start to that rise, and it's just like, nah, I'm just going to go do something else for 5 minutes. I'm going to walk away, chill out, come back, right? That's just where I say neurodivergent self-improvement for ADHD and autism and stuff like I do here is totally different to normal self-improvement, which is like hard grind mentality, just so you can do it. And what happens is people with ADHD or autism and stuff find normal self-improvement creators, and it's like hard grind every day and and they do that for 3 days, and then they're like, I'm burnt out, I can't do it, I'm a failure. And it's because normal self-improvement does not work for ADHD and stuff. It's about 10 minutes of, this is why normal jobs are so hard to hold, why it's hard to fit in socially and all this stuff. It's all tied together, and the only way to then do it is you take 10 minutes. When I don't want to do something, when I'm overthinking, it's like, I'm going to put 10 minutes at this task. And that's what I'm all about on this channel. That's why I do the body double streams in the garage. So you guys can come in at any time, and it's like, well, I'm there working, right? So you can get up off your ass and do that 10 minutes of work you're avoiding. And that's all I ask for from people. If you're going to be on the channel, all I ask you return is do 10 minutes of extra work a day. When you see me like slogging away in the garage rather than doom scrolling, I'm sort of the cue to, hey, I'm going to take a break and actually do 10 minutes of stuff, because I know I'm going to feel better if I do that. So that's the main plan of the channel, to be honest, is to offer those. Just, I'm not motivated either. I don't want to be down in the garage doing all this. If I overthink, if I let myself go there, I'll sit here all night with my head tumbling. I'll hate myself, right? And this is how I move past it, and this is what I'm here to talk about. While I troll this guy's hardworking. That's it, your ears. I'm building something, and you're just still talking crap. When are you going to get the message, bro? It's a good goal. Well, what are yours, man? What are yours? What can we do? How can we help you that you're not... I see you in so many channels, your ears, just trolling people, and it's all the self-improvement channels that I'm in that you're trolling in. It's like, obviously you're looking this stuff up, or the algorithm wouldn't be feeding us to you. So what do you need, bro? How can I help you in some way? You got to, as I say on here all the time, you got to understand you have one lifetime and it's ticking away. You've got 30,000 days on Earth. You lose like 8,000 of them to schooling. You lose thousands of them to sleep. essentially, right? We don't have long, man. So don't waste your time just talking bullshit. You've got to. It's the same as video games and stuff. Like, yeah, enjoy them occasionally. But I got so lost in it that I lost like 14 years of my life. Video gaming and just getting stoned and going out partying and going out doing dumb shit in cars and whatever. My position would be a lot better these days if I'd woken up. I'm trying to pass that down. I'm trying to save people before they end up in the kind of hole I'm in, because it ain't fun. Can't buy more time? No, you can't. Well, you can. That's when you employ people. That's what people are doing, right? If you don't chase your dreams, somebody will employ you to chase theirs for them. If you don't want to be brave and you just want to take the safe 9 to 5, the person who was willing to risk it, the person who threw themselves out there, they'll buy your time off you. The thing of value on earth is not money, it's time. What you do to get money is you sell your time. You sell your time to somebody for minimum wage or something, and then we wonder why we're miserable. We wonder why the system doesn't work, but it's like, spent way too much time on women and cars. Yeah, that can happen too. Oh, it's just everything can be a distraction, right? It's like if you're in a state where you can be distracted, it's not about women, it's not about cars, it's not about drinking, it's not about any of it. It's you could lose your whole life just like, as I said, like video games, right? Like I sat there for years playing video games, like 14 hours a day, because I'd given up. I'd given up on real world. I mean, I'm not going to be able to have a house, I'm just going to end up single, whatever. Oh, fuck it, right? I gave up for years, man. Gave up for years. Focus on my daughter, myself. That's fantastic, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta. It's more about like adopting your responsibilities, right? And that's where you grow up, as you understand that your responsibilities are yours. If you're going to take something on, you've got to own it. You got to take care of it. If you're going to buy a car, you need to vacuum it. You need to wash it. You need to put oil changes in it. You need to do oil changes. If I have dogs, I have to feed them. I have to take them to the vet. I have to maintain them. Like if I buy this can of energy drink, I still have to, when I'm done drinking it, I have to dispose of that can, and everything takes time. Everything is a choice. It's going to take some of your time, some responsibility. It's going to take some action, which means if you've got a whole heap of problems bearing on you, if you just stop for days and this sucks, it's like the bills are going to keep coming in, man. The world is going to keep on moving. The problem is just going to get bigger. So the longer you stay down, the longer it's going to destroy you. The bigger the hole you're digging for yourself, right? It's okay to take the wrong path, but the sooner you get off that path, the better, right? We all take the wrong path. We all make mistakes. We all make fuck-ups. Like, this is how humans learn. Like, if you got to understand, if you fail at something, this does not mean you are a failure as a person. It's just you failed at something. It's not a I'm a terrible person, I'm a piece of shit because I failed. Winners fail and lose more than losers do, because the winners are out there trying. So winners are out there, they get the win, but they've had 100 failures, whereas the losers had one failure because they stayed at home. They didn't risk anything to lose anything. Like when I was playing video games all the time, I had nothing to lose. Like my losses were in a video game, it didn't matter. Meanwhile, the person who's winning up the top, they're just losing all the time to get those wins, right? They're suffering. Abdullah, we're trying to have a conversation about personal growth and being mature, my friends. So please read the room. 6'5". Oh, I'm 6'2". I'm not quite. No, I'm glad I'm 6'2". I can barely stand up in my caravan. If I was 6'5", I'd be in trouble. Subscribe, you'll be back again. Oh, good. I thought you'd been here before. Too quick. You were here the other day, bro? Good to see you, man. I remember some good messages from you the other day. I'm 6'5". It sucks, yeah. And in school, my nickname was Shorty. Funnily enough, I was the shortest kid in school. I left school when I was like 16, and by 18, I was like 5'10". I kept growing through my 20s quite a lot. I think it was the ADHD meds when I was younger stunted my growth for years and years, to be honest. Tell I was tall immediately. I appreciate it, mate. It's like Invader Zim, the tallest are the ones who run the society. That's how they elected people in Invader Zim. It was just the tallest people are the ones who got put in charge. It's an amazing joke. There's just no qualifications. They just said just if they were the tallest. I miss shows like that. I mean, obviously you can still watch them. I'm a big advocate of, like, if you miss old shows and shit, you don't have to watch all the new shit, the new movies and that. Like, we watch, old movies. I still play on a PlayStation 2 now because it's not online video gaming, right? End up hitting your head a lot. Yeah, well, when I've got the boots on the caravan, I hit my head on the blooming roof vent. You know how I own. Yeah, so a lot of like aunties and uncles, everybody called me Shorty because whatever, and then like I sort of wasn't around much for a few years, and then they're like, "Oh, well, what do we call you now?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe my name might be a good start." Get more started, you Camo. Yeah, we're going good, mate. We're all moving up. That's what the channel's about. Looking after each other. Love that cartoon. Good morning to you, Venom. Hey, Ethan, good to see you, bro. How's things going, man? Oh, still, I'm struggling to wake up a bit today. I actually went to bed earlier last night, way earlier than usual last night, like 2 hours earlier. Woke up about 6:20, like usual. It's cold, the roosters are going off, and I just wake up. I'm like, ugh. But we're awake, and I'll be be down the garage in a while. But for this stream, I might just chat for a bit. I might do a bit of the garage at the end or a workout. We'll see. We'll just see. I have no expectations of where this is going right now. So I'll just see how everybody is and just chat about whatever. Rebuilt our 18-year-old Nifty. I love the old little Nifty 50s, man. My mate had one back when we were about 15. My best mate got one. We used to rip round on that all the time. That would have been probably the first motorbike I ever rode. Would have been a Nifty 50, actually. Yeah. Gave it to a mate's kids and it started. Just started on my 80cc Suzuki Quad, cleaned out the carbine. She starts just got to fine tune it now. Nice. Yeah, I always loved doing that. Working on like little. I used to work selling like pit bikes and stuff like the mini motocross bikes, and I was a mechanic on those and assembling those. That was my job as a teenager and early 20s, doing all the thump stars and stuff like that. Greetings from Norway. Good morning, Norway. How are things in Norway, my friend? We're coming into winter here. It's getting a bit colder, but yeah, we're doing all right. I just want this garage floor done, guys. Like, oh, I'm so close. It's just we're in the worst corner with where I've got to do it the highest and stuff, but we'll work it out. Always work it out. You know the channel, guys. You know I never give up on this channel. It's all about just a little progress each day. It doesn't matter if I'm having a day where I really literally want a day off and do absolutely nothing. It's just 10-minute blocks pushed through, right? Because motivation comes and goes. We did a poll on this like last week. What do you think is the biggest thing with your self-improvement? And everyone's like, lack of motivation. Like, I want to do all the stuff, but I can't get myself to do it. And the reality of that is that's what I do on the channel here. You know, we shut off the overthinking, and it doesn't matter how bad a state we're in. We're going to use. It's a piece of Jordan Peterson advice. It's not my idea. Is put 10 minutes at it. You turn off your brain, no matter how messed up you are, no matter how bad things are, no matter how out of sorts your house is or whatever, and you don't know where to start. Whatever it is, you're just going to go tell the voice in your head to shut up, and I'm going to put 10 minutes at it. That's it. From there, maybe you spend 10 minutes. If you're not into it after 10 minutes, walk away from it, but you made 10 minutes of progress. 10 minutes of progress is better than days of overthinking and torturing yourself and taking a week to get back up or 4 days to get back up to the point you absolutely hate yourself so much by the time you get back up that it's, you know. So that's on. It sounds stupid, it sounds simple, but that's made a very big change for me. Is like I don't feel like doing jack shit, but I'm gonna do it because there's nobody else to do it. Then nobody is coming to save me. I created the situation with this garage with all these cars, with all the stuff from impulsivity, from ADHD, from all many things, right? Drinking a lot, having problems with alcohol. I went and bought like when I was an alcoholic, I went and bought like 50 cars. And now I'm stuck with some of them still and have to build them all. And yeah, it's bad. A new channel, like British Defence League. Good to see, bro. Have you not found, we renamed the channel from Venom Avenge, my friend. We renamed it. Yeah, we've gone with something where people scroll in and they have some idea of what the channel's about, you know. So that's the general idea. Yeah. Oh, I've got rid of most of them creators. So when I got out of the rented buildings I was in, I got rid of like 30 cars in a month. And so I basically built the garage with no floor in it and brought 20 cars here. And like, when I put up the long form video, there's pictures, they're still on my old phones, but there's pictures of when I first, everything of building the garage, from a paddock into what it is, and just the entire thing full to the brim with like all the cars outside, and the entire garage is full to the ceiling with parts. There's like a track like this wide to walk through it. It was like how it is right now is not bad, because there were no shelves, there was nothing, right? That's what's created the mess now by building a floor in the garage that's already been built. All the shelving I had up has now been taken down, so it's just we'll get there. A couple of weeks, it'll be a couple of weeks from now. That garage will be just cars laid out, shelving, everything will be tidy, we're good. But that's what the live streams are for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll be back to building cars, motorbikes, and what's the state of the house? I haven't progressed it lately. We've been doing the garage for the last 2-3 weeks. I'm not sure where you were at on the cabin build, bro. Hang on. Stay there. Stay, dog. The cabin build, we cleared the front of it. Yeah, that's the state of the cabin. We cleared the front of it. Got it all in building wrap. And it's just, yeah, I have to clad it all and fix a blooming roof leak. Apparently it's leaking up there somewhere, but yeah. Haven't really been working on that. I've been working on the garage floor, bro. So we've built a whole new floor for the whole front of the garage, and we're in the back corner at the moment doing the last bit of flooring. And then it's going to be literally a couple of weeks of shelving everything, tidying and organising everything, and having a big throw out. That's probably going to be basically a couple more days of building the floor itself, or even probably today. I'd say today I'm going to do a stream later on. My phone's honestly down to like 10% now, so we'll end the stream in a little while. I'll charge up my phone, break, because YouTube does not like it if you go live straight after you have. So we'll have a chill for a couple of hours or so. I'll have something to eat and whatever. But yeah, I'll finish up that bit of the garage along the edge there today, tomorrow. Honestly, my goal is to get that all concreted in today, so tomorrow I can just start stacking all the fish bins down that wall. Then we'll worry about shelving and benches along that wall a bit later, but it's just I got to keep reshuffling stuff. Obviously, it would be 1,000 times easier if the garage wasn't already full of cars and engines and parts, but it is what it is, right? You've got to work. That used to get me really depressed and overthinking, and like I don't know where to start because like there's so like how am I going to put a floor in a garage that's full of stuff like this? I can't take it all outside because of weather, whatever. If I sit there and just churn in my head all of that shit, I'm never going to achieve anything. That's where I would get stuck in that task paralysis, right? Whereas once I go in there and I just start doing it, and like right now, if I look at that, I could get overwhelmed and just be like, man, what the, I felt it a couple of times yesterday, and I just step away and come back to it a bit later, and goes all good. Got to do some laundry. Been wild over here close to Belfast, so been building a summer hut. It's brutal. Oh, summer hut sounds good though. I don't know. Has something been happening in Belfast or something? Sorry, man. I don't keep up with any news or anything. Or is it just you're building a summer hut? Is it summer there? Is it hot to build it in, or what's going on? But yeah, create it. Thank you for coming by, bro. Yeah, we'll do. I don't know. I might keep this stream going. It could be the go. I'm just. Oh no, that's right. Battery. Let's see if we can get some charge in it while we're chatting. Maybe we can. It's a pretty slow charger, this one, unfortunately. Hang on. I'll put that there to stop the phone falling over. Chop, go away. This channel is not for you, Chop. This channel is for people who want to make use of their time on Earth, my friend. Good use of their time on Earth. That's what I do here, right? I don't do trolls. I don't do bullshit. This is why I don't make brain rot content. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want to be sitting here just talking bullshit. I want to be talking in things that are going to help people. That's why I do YouTube. So please respect that. Is mentality the biggest decider between a winner and a loser, do you think? Absolutely. That's the only defining factor. There's plenty of people who could do things but don't, right? There's a lot of people that are way more capable than people who are highly successful. So it's all internal. Everything is internal. It's all about belief, and it's all about actions you take. Life is self-assignment, right? Oh, geez. Oh, okay, BDL. That's not good. All right. Yeah, as I say, man, I'm out of the loop on all that. But yeah, hope you're all right in that situation, man. I'm glad you said please respect that because I will not be. Yeah, don't we don't worry about the trolls and stuff. We got mods and stuff ban them out. So you guys never have to reply to the trolls. You never have to, like, if they say something bad to me, I don't want you guys affected and feel like you have to do something about it. Just ignore them. All they want is attention. So we'll leave it at that. Mate, watch this. And it's, oh no, I won't watch it, bro. Just because as I say, bro, the whole channel is all about it's all about focusing on your own life, man. It's all about, yeah. So, like, I'm not going to look into things that, obviously respectfully, right? But I'm not going to look into what's going on the other side of the world that's not affecting me in that way, because it's not a good use of my time. I understand it's relevant to you more, of course. You're actually having to live with it and deal with it. But yeah, for the sake of, yeah, my pursuits, I just have to, like, lock in on my stuff because of ADHD, right? I will get distracted by anything. And understanding that about myself and actually being like, okay, like, I know what the ADHD does to me. How can I regulate this? How can I control it? Like, so I know when I'm being really impulsive and I'll buy a car or something. You know, like, I've had to, when that happens, it's like I see a dog get listed online. I'm like, oh, do I just get it? Do I get a third dog? And I was like, no, right, focus. What are we doing? We can't have everything and we can't have it all at once. Like, what are we doing? Right. So this is where, like, narrowing that focus really helps, right? Because you start to realize how much you're looking at everybody else's lives. Like, between reels and shorts, you're looking at somebody's dog, you're looking at a video of a dolphin, you're looking at somebody bloody jumping out of a helicopter. It's just this constant, everybody else living their lives, and this sports team playing, and this politician said that, and this war there. Where is the time left for your own life? Where is the focus? You know, that's why I cut it all out. So that's my perspective on all those kind of things. Obviously, I'm not just directing it all at you. It's just to frame up the channel for people. You've got to focus, exactly, Ethan. You've got to focus on the mission. You've got to focus on your own mission. You cannot. There's so much in life that is out of your control, and there's so much that can tear you away. And a phone is a great example of, you can use a phone two different ways. You can find a balance too, but the two ways to use a phone at the extreme end are, you can use it for knowledge to make you a billionaire, for example. If you use AI tech and you build a business, and you use your phone only as a tool to build a network, to build a business, whatever, you can become a billionaire. On the other extreme end of the scale, you can use it to just completely brain rot yourself, look at everybody else's lives. You could sit here your whole life just scrolling, and, you know, every minute outside of work or whatever it is, and sleeping, you can rot your life away. And that's what's happening in China and stuff. There's a huge movement of people who are just like, we've given up on society. We're going to sit inside. We're just going to go to work and sit at home and eat and watch streamers. Right? There's no hobby beyond it. There's no life experience. There's no travel. There's nothing, because they've just given up. And this is the other end of phone use and what it can do. I'm not saying phones are all evil, don't use them for anything. I'm saying, you know, you've got to mix the amount. You can't be looking at what everybody else is doing all the time, or you're not going to have your own life. You can't be worried about some war overseas and how it might affect you. But, like, if the fuel price goes up, I don't need to know about the Strait of Hormuz. None of it matters. When I go to the gas station, I put the gas in, I swipe my card. No matter what is happening, no matter how much I know about that, it's not in my control. It's not in my realm. It's going to cost me what it's going to cost me. So the more you understand and apply that kind of mentality to everything, of like, well, not my circus, not my monkeys. It's not your job to try and fix the world. There's no point complaining about it. You just have to look at it like it's hanging over you. This is the rules. This is what's going on. Okay, cool. Now, what can I do with my time to alleviate some of that pressure off me? Where am I from? New Zealand. New Zealand, my friend. Becca Lynn, how are you? It's so easy to move ahead in the world these days because most people are so lost in the social media, in the distractions. And I saw it growing up. Friends' mums and stuff distracted. You know, they're reading Woman's Day and Woman's Weekly magazines. It's all about what celebrity drama there is this week. It's like, if you put all this kind of time into your own hobby, into your own life, your own income, whatever you want to do, fitness, whatever, you're going to actually have something that directly impacts your life, and, you know, can help your. Say you're worried about the world and the economy and all the evil people who run the world. It's like, okay, well, do you care about your your parents, your kids, your brother, your sister, your friends, whatever, why don't you be the one to get in that better position that you can help them? You got a lot of friends who are struggling to get by and pay their bills and can barely afford food. Well, why don't you go become successful with your time, and then you can buy them food? You can come back for your friends. You can be the one to do that. It's all where you want to put that line, right? Life is self-assignment. If you want the distraction, the world will feed it to you, and you'll spend your whole life looking at everybody else doing amazing, incredible, talented things, and the politics and this and that, and then you'll be like, oh, I'm 70. Well, where did my life go? It's like, well, you spent it looking at everybody else's lives and working for somebody else and whatever. That's not living, that's existing. Which is where we feel so out of control. And then you try and take control and go, I'm gonna leave my 9 to 5. Say you come to your family or friends and you go, I'm gonna leave my 9 to 5 job and I'm gonna go do something else. They know you as who you are, they don't want you to fail. They're all gonna try and protect you. They're going to tell you not to do that. And it's the people who ignore that and go, well, I'm going to do it because I've got nothing to lose. So the people in the 9 to 5 job, catching the bus, they catch the bus, they sit in their 9 to 5 office job, for example, right? They'll be the people to tell you, keep the safe job, while their jobs are being replaced by AI at the moment. They're the first jobs to go. You're going to go and try and do something. They're going, no. But if you fail, if you leave the 9 to 5, they're there. They've accepted the 9 to 5. You can go do whatever you want to do. You can fail completely. You can lose everything. Worst case scenario, in 10 years, you go and get a 9 to 5 job like them, right? So even if you fail on your own pursuit, if you're in your 20s and shit, just go nuts, man. You can always be 40 and get the 9 to 5 like your mates did. So your worst outcome of failure is the reality they've already accepted. They're just going to live that way. They've already accepted, I'm in this 9 to 5, I don't take any risks, it could go bad. You can go out and take all the risks and do it all and lose it all. Or you can just go get a job like them. It doesn't matter. It's the whole concept of you go to university, you get out of school, you get educated, you get a degree, then you can have a job and you can have a white picket fence and kids, two kids, a boy and a girl, a white picket fence and a camel and a whatever. That whole dream is dead. What was sold to our generation no longer exists. But our parents and stuff didn't know, like they can only teach what they can teach that they learned from their parents and their own experience and stuff, right? Parents aren't perfect. If you were, there's a lot of people think their parents were really hard on them and that. It's like, I know if I was a parent, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not going to always be perfect. None of us are perfect, right? So you got to understand that they're a human also, right? But yeah, you've got to take it all on yourself. There's so much distraction, guys. Hi, Marshall. Good to see you. They could tell you not to do it so that you don't succeed. There's that side of it, Marshall. It's very easy to perceive it as like your friends and family are against you, but like family care because they care. They don't want to see you get hurt. Like it does come from a place of love, but love changes their intentions. They're just trying to look after people generally, right? They're trying to guide. They don't. University's 90% of the time not worth it. Yeah. So the system used to work. It used to be you went to college, you got out, there were jobs available and stuff. Whereas now graduates come out, the whole class graduates, and then there's like one job in the industry, and everybody else goes and works at a Starbucks or something. This is not the way the world works anymore. The path is not school, get a job, and the wife stays home, and you have a house and 2 lovely children to come home to. This time is dead 50 years ago. So this is where you have to drop all that and go, okay, well, what can I do now? And what I decided to do 15 years ago was leave the city. I moved up to the country up here 15 years ago, and I've been around various places and whatever. And now I'm sort of putting some roots down up here. But I tell you what, it's a million times better than the city. Awfully hot coffee pot. How are we going on the vote poll there? We got 30% have said I want to improve and sub. 41% I am subscribed. 9% I have questions, I need help. That's good. I'm just scrolling my life away. 20%, oh dear. 20% of people said they were scrolling their life away, and only 9% said I have questions and I need help. Oh dear. What's up here? It's a self-improvement channel, bro. It's about focusing on your own life is what I do here, man. Cutting out the distractions, building a community of people who are we're all just supporting each other. We're all doing our own thing. I work on cars and stuff on here, motorbikes. It's just like body double streams and chats. So like I'm working in the garage in the background that you can come on, and I'm working away in the background and stuff, and you can do your work on your end. just all trying to help each other, man. So we don't do politics, we don't argue about religion or anything. We just keep it chill, keep it real. I don't do an act on here. I'm just me. My name's Mark. I'm from New Zealand. Nice to meet you. Yeah, been through a lot of depression and stuff myself. I've got ADHD. I've got autism. You know, I struggle to get motivated, right? So my channel's all about building discipline and helping people with that, really. Hope that is a sufficient response, sir. Although we haven't met in a while, you'll always be my role model. Well, I appreciate that, mate. But be your own hero too, right? I can't help anybody or inspire anybody who's not open to it, right? As you see through the trolls and like I'll get 12. I'll get, like, yesterday I got 2,500 views on my lives, right? But you know, there's only 20 people or 30 people who are actioning stuff, right? So, you know, it's on you, and you need to give yourself credit for that. Like I've just got some words. If it helps you, like, it's great, but give yourself the credit, because most people will watch my stuff and take zero action. Thomas, that is highly inappropriate, man. We don't do any of that here. Again, these are the people who are distracted, right? These are the people who they're spending their time. Do you see how easy it is to beat people when people are just wandering around going, "Oh, the politics in this country, oh, the politics in that"? Do you see how they've rage baited? You know all that, right? The whole politics, all of it, they've rage baited an entire planet to make you angry about shit you don't care about, you can't control, you can't change, rather than live your life. Like, I used to sit and read a lot of media stuff and worry about politics and that, and these days I just go sit at a beach, sit on the beach for a few hours and play with my dogs and stuff. Like, you know, I'm not going to live like I'm a prisoner of the system. I'm just going to live. You know? Claim your time back. Claim your headspace back. This is why we all feel so freaking crazy these days. Everyone's like, the society's changed since the lockdown. So of course it is. Look how much we've been pushed on by, you know, this whole new generation, all the social media. Look how much is just being fed at us all the time. It's oversaturation. We're overwhelmed. We're overloaded. It's fucking people up. People are stressed. The economy's collapsing. There's wars. It's a horrific time in history. But if you're going to focus on all that, that's exactly what's going to make the problem bigger for you, right? You live in a camper? Yeah, I'm in a caravan at the moment. I'm building a garage and I'm building my own cabin here, like a tiny home, I suppose you'd call it. So I do all of that on live stream, guys. So it's like work with me streams. The whole idea is like, I don't want to come on YouTube in 10 years and be like, look, guys, look, I can tell you how to make it. It's like, I want to help people now. I want to share my story and my struggle and where I'm at. And then we work together and we all build out of it, right? So we got some people in on it. We're all going up. Having a Chinese house special curry right now. Oh, very nice, mate. Is it a cream of some young guy? Is that your joke you're about to make? Is that where you're going with that? Anyway. Oh. All right, guys. I've seen my man D-Bird Men of Action is live at the moment. I'm going to jump off here for a bit. I need to charge up my phone a bit. I'm going to be back in a couple of hours, so that will be the body double stream where I'm working in the garage in the background. So if you've got tasks you need to be doing, write down a list on paper now in the next couple of hours. Just jot down a list of some things you want to achieve today. I'll be on maybe in an hour, maybe two. We'll come back on, and then you can. I'll do my stuff. You can do your stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna go support old the bird though. So yeah, I'll be back. Be back in a couple of hours, guys. Cool. If you need a body double stream before then, just check out my one from yesterday. Some body double streams there if you want to check them out. All right, guys. Thank you for coming along.